Alright guys, here we go with the Modern Warships tutorial video 101. We're going to start off by talking about the basics of how to play Modern Warships. To start off, we're going to talk about how you get money and gold in the game. There are multiple ways to do this. The most common thing that you're going to be doing is playing battles, whether it be offline or online battles. You get money for the amount of damage you do, proportional to the amount of damage. The more damage, the more money. Gold is based on kills. For every kill you get, you're going to get gold. I think it's 1 gold per kill, 1.5 if you have premium account. Another way to get gold is you'll have these gold ads in the bottom left, and that will reset every hour and about an hour and a half, and you'll be able to watch that, and that gives you 30 gold. Secondly, let's talk about what do you do when you start the game. You pick your ship. You're going to have a few options here. Doesn't matter, they all are decent. I would say go with the cheapest one. Either go with the Hurricane or go with this one over here. This is the one I'm going to be using for the demonstration, but they all work. Cheaper the better, because you're not going to spend much time on tier 1. On that note, you don't spend any points on upgrades. You don't buy any equipment. You don't do anything. Just play the ship stock. You're trying to get out of tier 1 as quickly as possible. In case you don't know what upgrades are, which you probably don't if you just started to watch this, over here is where the upgrades work. When you get to tier 2, you can go here and you can click on your equipment, and then using these over here, that's how you upgrade your damage, your range, your reload, all that good stuff. But like I said, we're not going to do that with tier 1. Because in tier 1, you're going to be doing bot battles. Bot battles are, you're not going to be versing humans, they're only going to be bots, and that's only going to be until you get to like level 5. That's when you could get to tier 2. Bots shoot the closest target. So as long as you're not the closest target, let your teammate bots get closer. You could stay back, take out the enemy team, get all 5 kills, and get a lot more XP, a lot more gold, and a lot more money. It should take you about 5 to 6 battles to where you get to level 5. Once you get to level 5, one second. While you're doing the bot battles, make sure to keep an eye on your radar. We'll go over the radar when we do a demonstration, but the radar will let you know where the islands are around you, where the enemies are, and where the borders of the map are, so you don't run into any of that. So once you get to level 5 and you have enough money, you only need $500,000. You want to get this boat, the RF Grad. It is 500,000. It's not good, but it gets you out of tier 1 and into tier 2 economy, where you could get a lot more money, a lot more XP. From here, you'll be able to get the better boats. We'll go over that in tutorial 102. After that, next thing you need to know is your daily missions. Daily missions are up here in your top left area. So you click on those. It'll tell you things you have to do and you'll get rewards. A common thing that will happen for your first daily mission is it will ask you to buy the Independence. Skip that. Don't buy any ships or any daily missions. They're generally not worth it unless you plan to buy the ship anyways. To skip a mission, you click one of these. If the thing will let me draw, there we go. You click one of these over here, and it will cost you 5 gold. I'm a higher level, so it costs me 25 gold. But you click that, and you'll skip that mission. It'll give you a new one. All right, let's go into the next phase, which is positioning. So here we will talk about how you play the game. I will have 3 volunteers that help me demonstrate how you should utilize your positioning to survive your battles and to do the most damage. Alright, here we are in our positioning segment. Before we get into the actual battle part, let's talk about something you're going to need to know, which is your consumables down here at the bottom. The one to the left is your heal. If you get damaged, you hit that and it'll heal you up, and it has a cooldown. The one on the right is the flares. If there are incoming missiles, like that, because one of my people just shot at me without letting me know. So yeah, that's how that works. You hit the flare, and then it distracts the missile. We're going to heal, demonstrate how the heal works before we get started with this positioning. Alright, here we go. So pretend you find yourself in a situation like this. This happens a lot. Alright guys, let's start this. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so what you want to do is use the islands to your advantage. So you have 3 people, you can use islands to cut, to get between multiple of them. So like, what I'm trying to do is get the island to where I can knock out 2 of them and be able to attack one just in a one-on-one. See, right now I'm only seeing this guy right here, and so I'm going to take him out, keep pushing up. My flare is done, so I might have to eat that missile, but then I just pop the heal so I could prepare. So while I'm getting to the guy that I know was up here, I'm going to try to avoid that guy back there shooting at me. See, she just shot a missile. If I kept pushing up, I will be able to hit the missile, or the missile will be able to hit me. I want that missile to hit the island before I push up more. That's part of the whole positioning concept, is your islands are your friend. Use them to your full advantage. Okay, one of my missiles landed on him. He was half health. So let's go to this guy that we know is over here, and we're going to take him out. We're keeping the other guy hidden so he can't attack us either. Goal here is one at a time. Ah, my fat fingers are missing the aiming. Alright, there's a second guy. Let's pop a heal, and we'll go and take out the third guy in the back. You see, he can't see me because the island is protecting me. But we do know he's over here. And if you look at the radar, we do know he's about over there. So, there he is. So now we're going to get close. He shoots a missile. I just flared. This next missile I'm going to eat because I won't be able to flare it, and my missile takes him out. So that's how positioning works when you're in combat in the game. That's how you stay alive and do the most amount of damage. Next, we are going to go on to aiming. Alright, here we are for the aiming portion of the tutorial. Let me grab one of my volunteers, and we will show you how you aim and lead a target. Alright guys, so here we go for the aiming portion. Chopper, I need you to hold still for the demonstration purposes. Just park it. Alright, so when you guys are thinking about shooting at a ship, you need to look at the stern of the ship, the back, the bow of the ship, the front. Draw a straight line as best I can with the stylus, and then continue that straight line to a point you're going to aim ahead of the ship. It could be there, it could be there, it could be there. It depends on the speed of the ship, how far away the ship is, and you'll learn this with time. That's the basic concept. So this is a slow boat at close range, so that will probably be my aiming spot. So I will be aiming about that far ahead of the ship, give or take. Alright, so Chopper, to demonstrate this, go full speed ahead. See, we're aiming ahead and our shots are landing on target. You want to aim at the hull of the ship. It's not above, you're not trying to hit the superstructure, and not below, you're not trying to hit the water, but the hull of the ship. As he's getting further away, I would need to aim further and further out to compensate for the distance he's at. Alright, so that's how you aim. Alright, so the next part of the tutorial video will be how to control aircraft with your ships. This will work the same for helicopters and planes, but as you are on Tier 1 right now, and we'll be on Tier 2 shortly, we will focus on the helicopters, but the concept holds true for both. Let's get into a game. Alright, so here we are in a game. You see, when I deploy my helicopter, for starters, how you control it is you click on the helicopter icon over there or the plane icon, depending on what it is. So let's do that. You see, when we're in there, we're in control of the helicopter. And our boat is doing nothing. It's not moving. But it will attack. So if you click that icon that's above the helicopter, it's grayed out now, but let's get to it. That icon up there, when you're in the helicopter, it will bring you back to the ship. So that must have been loud on your end. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Alright, so let's say we're moving our ship forward. Now we go back to the helicopter. Our ship is going to continue to move forward. And it's controlled by a bot. The bot will always do stupid things. So, especially because you're new to the game, do not let your ship move forward. When you control your helicopter, get your ship in a safe spot. So in this scenario, like we discussed in the last portion, we get to an island, use as cover. Okay, so now we're in a safe spot. Now that no one can shoot us and our ship's not going to move, now we can utilize a helicopter. Helicopters are generally used to scout the enemy. You can attack them sometimes. It depends on what helicopter or what mission you're trying to fulfill with the helicopter. But this whole thing about your ship being in a safe spot holds true for all the tiers and carriers and boats alike. And that ends the section where we're talking about the helicopters and aircraft, and it ends the tutorial. So hopefully you learned something and go out and sink some boats.